Welcome back to a brand new SmackDown review. We were here in St. Louis, Missouri. Randy Orton, I hate saying that name. Randy Orton's hometown with the big arch thing. According to Gateway to the West. Is that what the arch is supposed to insinuate? I really know, and I really don't care about Missouri. So yeah, let's get into it. Randy Orton came out in his hometown, and look at that disgusting shirt with the greatest professional wrestler's blood on it. Disgusting. He came down, grabbed a promo, and made it clear that his goal at WrestleMania 42 is to win his 15th world title, and it won't just be for the fans. It's for himself and his legacy, including these people right here. So yeah. Then he also says that Cody Rhodes gave him permission to be the Viper again, meaning he is ready to unleash the most dangerous side, and warns Cody that he's waking something up that cannot be stopped, which I think is pretty cool. And he also says that what Stephanie McMahon said on Raw was 100% true, that Cody isn't ruthless enough to win, and the voices in Cody's head are telling him the same thing. And he says Cody knows that he can't beat him either. Then Cody Rhodes comes out, takes his shirt off, tie off, and then they start brawling with all that stuff. Boom, boom. Kicks to the corner. And then Pat McAfee comes in the ring, low blows Cody Rhodes. We see these two hug it out, stomp. Then Cody gets hit with a chair and all that stuff. And Pat McAfee trashes St. Louis and their sports teams and explains why he low blowed him, and says that when he did a Q&A last month that wrestling had passed him by, but Randy Orton convinced him that the business is what changed and not him. And not WWE, but Pat McAfee claims that the WWE has forgotten the fans, has looked past the fans, forgotten the Attitude Era thing, and says the current product is weak, overproduced, and not exciting, and Cody Rhodes represents everything that is wrong with the WWE, and he encourages Randy, and he reveals that he's been the caller, and says that he's the one who wants Randy Orton to be ruthless and destroy everything. As we see right here, Randy Orton beat him down, kicks him in the gut, and put a knee over his head. And yeah, and Pat McAfee says that Randy Orton is going to save the business. So basically, a anti-WWE promo. But one thing I can say is this promo sounds like every single mark on the IWC who says Triple H's booking is garbage, who says Triple H's booking is predictable, who says WWE's product is absolutely garbage right now, and it should not be happening. And every person who's saying fire Triple H, fire Triple Fraud, all of those things, every single one of those things, this is what this promo reminds me of. It also reminds me of those people online saying some crazy stuff about how the product is straight boo-boo water. Just straight boo-boo water. So yeah, basically it was basically a promo. Basically, Pat is being the online fans and the fans saying that the WWE's product is awful. Like Pat McAfee said in this promo that WWE's product is bad, and he also said that SmackDown just came off of its worst rated episode ever. That is what people online use to hate the product. That's literally what the fans use online to say that the WWE's product is bad right now. That is literally one of the main reasons what they use. So yeah, I understand what WWE is doing with Pat McAfee. He's acting like the voices of the fans. But one, I will say, I thought the segment was it was pretty good. I liked the segment, right? I like it. I like the promo. I thought the promo Pat McAfee cut was a good message and a good promo. I'm just confused. Why is it Pat McAfee? No, for real. Why is it Pat McAfee? What does Pat McAfee have to do with saving the business? Even though I think the business is not as perfect as fine, because Cody Rhodes should be champion for 100 years. But I'm not 100% sure why Pat McAfee should be the one saving the business, and why it was Pat McAfee cutting this promo. But I am curious who was the second option, because there's no way. What? I don't understand. This made no sense. I blame TKO. So yeah, Rhea Ripley came out to have a match with Michin, and honestly, this was a pretty solid match. I don't know why they're not letting Michin wrestle every single week, but we did see Rhea Ripley shove Michin in the corner, but then eventually Jade Cargill comes out. This allows Michin to capitalize with a German suplex, and more punches to the face. Of course, they all fall to the ring, B-Fab getting her advantage while Michin's distracting the referee, then throws Rhea Ripley in there. Michin locks in this back break type submission thing, but boom, clothesline, big face plant, and nasty drop kick to the face, and both women went for a headbutt at the same time, colliding heads, but Rhea had a lesser effect and went hit one in the side of the face, big Razor's Edge, knee to the face, but Michin ended up slamming Rhea's head to the ground, and as she went for a cannonball, Rhea moved out of the way, allowing Rhea to hit her classic kick, but somehow this turned into Rhea getting hit with a Poison Rana. So yeah, Poison Rana by Michin. And then nasty riptide for the aid. Was this a riptide? I don't know what this was actually. Oh wait, no, this was Eat the Feet. Yeah, Eat the Feet into a suplex for a kick out, but Michin got thrown over Rhea's head, put into a submission for Michin to tap out, and then B-Fab clocks Rhea Ripley in the back of the head, but Rhea hits a headbutt onto B-Fab. Michin takes out Rhea. Jade Cargill comes in, slaps Rhea Ripley. Then, before she gets jaded, Io Sky comes out, takes out Michin and B-Fab, and they hug and all that stuff. Now we get to the MFT segment, where we see Tama Tonga, the only one, actually saying something that's logical. Tama Tonga is saying, why are we still have the lantern? Because we don't need the lantern. And Solo's like, what do you mean we need the lantern? We need the lantern. This is the most prized possession in all of WWE. And Tama Tonga is the one spitting facts and being realistic here and say, this lantern is splitting us apart. We don't need this lantern. Give the lantern back. And Solo's like, what are you talking about? We need the lantern. The lantern is what makes us relevant again. We need the lantern. I love the lantern. This is more important than WWE Championship. And then you got Tama Tonga saying here, why are we fighting for a lantern? Give it back. Let this feud end. It's what Tama Tonga basically said. Solo basically say, we need the lantern. And I'm honestly genuinely concerned. What is Solo doing with the lantern alone? Because if Solo wants the lantern so bad, what are you doing with it? What are you doing with her? Before you go to bed at night, you place it on your nightstand, look at it and say, oh my god. I'm so glad I got this. Oh, my day is so happy. Oh my god, I love you. I love you. Like, oh my god, the lantern is, bro. This feud's been going on since like October. I can't tell you how long this feud's been going on, bro. This feud is going on too long. Too long. Too long. I'm being dead. I'm being dead serious. It's gone way on too long. But Tama Tonga did come out, have a match, but of course Uncle Howdy went for the Mandible Claw early, eventually connected on it later in the match. Solo came down with the lantern, tried to hit Uncle Howdy with the lantern, but the referee, the guy, again, this referee has eyes in the back of his head, stopped Solo. This allowed Tama Tonga to get hit with a nasty Sister Abigail to win the match. And we see Tama and Solo arguing. Tama tries to grabs it, and gave it back to Uncle Howdy. And, he's saying, we don't need it right now, bro. Let's get back to winning championships. And you see Uncle Howdy hugging it and stuff. So I'm hoping this is the end of this feud. But I will say, WWE, why were you trying to drag out this meaningless feud of Uncle Howdy? I don't understand. You know what? I don't understand why this feud was dragged out to here. This feud should have ended in January when the MFTs won the tag team championships. I'm just saying. Oh god. Okay. It's been a while since I made a review to anything, because honestly I've just been too lazy to film. I watch every episode, I do take the pictures, I do take the notes. I've just been too lazy to film them. I've made thumbnails. I made last week's SmackDown thumbnail. I made SmackDown last week's thumbnail. I didn't post it because I was just too lazy. But my opinions on Sami Zayn winning the United States Championship is basically why. There is no point of Sami Zayn winning the championship, because the Trick Williams-Sami Zayn feud did not need the United States Championship at all. It could have been a regular singles match at WrestleMania. And if you wanted to have Trick Williams go after a championship at WrestleMania, we could have just pulled the easiest trick ever and have it be Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams for the United States Championship, because I don't know if you were aware, WWE, but Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes have history. Just looking back at their feud in NXT when they fought at Stand Deliver 2024. And their cage match. Was that a cage match? I don't or was that? Am I thinking about something else? I don't remember. I know. I haven't watched those episodes since like 2 years ago. Speaking of those episodes, you guys can go watch that on my old channel where you can go watch that on my old channel, Nick Nizanin, where I have my WrestleMania from January to April WrestleMania 40 season uploads. I got more views back then I do now, but hey, it's all good now. It's all good. But yeah, this was pointless, and justice for Melo. But Carmelo or whatever this dude, my bad. Trick Williams came out and talked, saying he'll do anything to win the United States Championship, mock Sami Zayn, calling him Gingerbread Man, and Sami's only champion because he interfered, and Sami owes him everything, including his WrestleMania spot. So yeah. But of course, and also we stole Sami Zayn's pyro, which Trick Williams, but Sami Zayn comes out and says that Trick's flashy entrance and celebrity backing him won't matter. He reminds him that WrestleMania isn't just about who's better, and he reminds him that WrestleMania is just about who is better in the ring, and promises to humble Trick. And then, of course, he later admits that, Trick did play a role in him winning the title, and acknowledges he doesn't feel great about how it happened, but still stands by the fact he earned his WrestleMania spot. Ooh. But Carmelo Hayes, the rightful United States champion, comes out and calls out Trick for their long history and is angry that Sammy took the title away from him after he carried SmackDown for months and months and months. Demands his United States Championship match immediately and says that the fans want Melo and not Sammy. But then, of course, Sammy Hogan says, no. The match is already set. Sammy versus Trick, you're going to have to wait until after Mania. But, of course, after pressure from Trick and Melo, Sammy admitted the win wasn't completely clean and changes his mind. So Sammy grants Carmelo Hayes a rematch. And if Melo wins, WrestleMania becomes Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams, and if Sammy wins, it becomes, it stays the same. Everything stays the same. So yeah, that's what that was about. And then after Carmelo leaves, Trick Williams talked some crap and got tossed over the top rope. And yeah, Matt Cardona came out to face Aleister Black in a pretty solid match where we saw Aleister Black destroy Matt Cardona's arm by slamming on the mat a couple times, stomping his arm out, and of course, attacking it. But of course, Matt Cardona got some of his moves in, hit him with a face buster, knee to the face, and this crazy reversal from a neck breaker into another neck breaker, and then the Broski boot. Then when Aleister Black went for the superplex, Matt Cardona reversed to hit a face buster type move and a beautiful dropkick straight to the thing. And then a tiger driver, similar to that Will Ospreay move, but it was kind of more, it looks more safer. But we saw Aleister Black go straight after his arm, again hitting with kicks in the arm, and then hits the nasty black mass to win the match. Charlotte Flair came out, Alexa Bliss came out to have a tag team match with Bayley and Lyra, where we see Charlotte and Alexa go straight after both women immediately. Then we see some regular tag team action where we have Lyra hit an Inziguri to the back of Charlotte's head. And some tag team action where we see Alexa Bliss hit Lyra with a nice DDT. And of course a neck breaker elbow drop connection. Then the match finishes with a fatal, what this move called, whatever this move is called, the figure 8 leg lock, and then it was broken up by Bayley. Then we see Bayley get taken out, and then as she went for the Sister Abigail DDT, Lyra fights out, gets hit with a punch, and then that double natural selection for the 1, 2, 3, making them win. But Lash Legend takes out Alexa Bliss. Nia Jax takes out Charlotte Flair. And then Bayley gets taken out. Boom. Oh, women get taken out, including Bayley once again. What's a tag team elbow drop? Danhausen says he wants to be out there, and Melo, and they denied. Anyway, both Damian Priest and R-Truth came out as tag team champions. Miz and Kit Wilson came out, and R-Truth was showing his moves with the hip thrusting. Even got some offense on, and then we see the Miz get hit with a crazy 5 moves of doom. Then R-Truth gets taken out on the outside. Big double clothesline from the Miz and Kit Wilson. Damian Priest gets involved, hit a clothesline. Big drop slam on Kit Wilson. Another flatliner on the Miz. Elbow drop, or whatever that is, move it, not elbow drop. Clothesline on Kit Wilson. Big old school crossbody. Big clothesline. Then the Miz and R-Truth give a clothesline to each other, and then Danhausen comes out, tries to get for the attack for the Miz, but the Miz declines, and then look at R-Truth, man. Look at him. Look, eye contact. Tags in Danhausen. Danhausen tries to curse the Miz, but the Miz puts referee Dan, I forget his name, the referee in the way, cursing him. Then the Miz tries to put a skull-crushing finale on Danhausen, but Danhausen runs away. AA. Then a skull-crushing finale to R-Truth for the 1, 2, and the referee starts going crazy with his hand, and the curse stopped his hand from counting to 3. Big South of Heaven for the 1, 2, 3, and still the tag team champions, Damian Priest and R-Truth. This was a funny, very funny match. But then all of a sudden then Kit Wilson gets crossroads by Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes grabs a microphone and starts talking and mocks Pat McAfee in comparing him to a disappointing third man reveal. And then he calls him out as a fraud and insults his credibility and reminds everyone he's just a former NFL punter and not a real threat, and that McAfee will get what's coming to him. So yeah. And then Cody Rhodes goes off of wrestling media, online critics, and people riding WWE's popularity right now. He basically says that these voices only exist because WWE is hot right now, and they constantly question him and push narratives about him changing and trying, and is tired of outsiders trying to define who he should be. Which I totally agree, King. Keep on speaking, bro. You're my GOAT, man. I'll always root for you. It doesn't matter whoever you should be, it's who you need to be. But then he says that Randy Orton was his mentor and major influence. And then acknowledge everyone, including Stephanie McMahon, telling him to go to that dark place. But he admits that he doesn't know if he can be that person anymore. Because he has a family, he's living his dream, and he's not the same man he used to be. And he reminds everyone that he's headlining massive events and broken records, like he faced Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 49, or no, WrestleMania, so whoa, I hope that match happens. WrestleMania 39, WrestleMania 40, faced The Rock at WrestleMania 40, and faced John Cena last year in Vegas. And those matches weren't just about them, they were about him too. Telling people that he's not inferior, he's one of the best people in the business. And he ends by saying he finally hears the voices in his head, but people don't actually want to hear what the voices are saying. This is exactly what I'm talking about, Cody. Speak, King, speak. Don't let anyone ever say that you're not the greatest professional wrestler ever to ever grace the foot of all of WWE. Like, this guy is just keep on speaking facts, man. I don't understand how he does it. But Sami Hogan came out with the United States Championship. Carmelo Hayes came out. Beautiful drop kick. Then Sami turns into a clothesline. Big insert to the back of the head. And a nice clean fade away by Carmelo Hayes. Then Carmelo Hayes did a big dive to the outside on Sami Zayn, and it messed his knee up. And I couldn't tell if it was real or not, because this man is too good about selling his knee, but it was pretty much fake. Big chops, a nice DDT, and a crazy dirty Diana by Melo. Melo reverses type of thing, until a roll-up for the 1-2, ooh. Then an exploder. Then, as Sami was going for a haluva kick, he gets kicked in the face by a super kick. Big frog splash for the 1-2, ooh. Got turned into a roll for a 1-2, ooh. Then a nasty first 48. Then Carmelo Hayes went to the top rope, shake his lug out, and I was saying, Melo, 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 please, please, please hit it. He landed on his bad knee after Sami Zayn moved out of the way. Sami Zayn went to go for Sami Zayn, but the referee blocked him away, said, let him breathe. And then that dirty little scoundrel in Sami Zayn hit Carmelo Hayes in the face and pinned him for the 1-2-3 and is still your United States champion. But luckily, we see Trick Williams hit him in the back of the head, stomp him out, hit a trick shot, and hold the United States title up. This was disrespectful, and we want Melo. We want Melo. We need to start a Melo revolution. We need to start a Carmelo Hayes movement. like we did at WrestleMania 40 with Cody Rhodes. People, get your fingers out like the people I know you like getting your fingers out and typing all over on the internet. Type in hashtag we want Melo. Get WWE to insert Carmelo Hayes into this United States Championship match. And honestly, all I want is Carmelo Hayes to be in the match. I don't even care if he wins. I just want him to have a WrestleMania match. Because it's just, he's put in so much work that he needs to be on. He just needs to be on this. He just needs to be on the card. He needs to be on the card, and he carried SmackDown for weeks. Weeks on end, because he was the only thing good on SmackDown. Like, unbelievable. Give this guy a break. But as all I was happy about is that we saw all I was happy about, honestly, the only thing I was really excited for was that Sami Hogan got beaten up. So yeah, that's really much I cared about. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Anyway, I'll be for the rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Bye.